Yo, what's good? What it do, everybody? You are tuned into the channel. As always, I'm King.Kieck. In today's episode, we are going to be discussing 5-inch freestyle drone frames and which one I'm ripping in the year 2025. So stay tuned. Now, what you see in front of me are the 3 5-inch freestyle drone frames that I've been ripping since I started building my own quads in this hobby. And I kicked that off back in September of 2022 with the release of the Demibot frame. And I've been flying this almost exclusively since then, up until the end of 2024. I say almost exclusively. You saw that I had a quad Moolah up here, as well as an Apex. Now these are all pretty good frames, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. 7.5 out of 10 if I had to give my personal opinion. Now, even though all them frames are 7.5 out of 10 in my personal opinion, they all do have some sort of drawback for me personally to where I just needed change once again. So I decided to resort to a mental list of OG frames I wanted to try out and see if they were still relevant. Now, one of them frames that jumped off the list and seemed relevant to this day is the Syncmode V2 from Superfly FPV. And if you want to know why I chose this frame over all the other frames out there, let's head back to the bench and I'll tell you about it. All right, everybody, now that we're at the bench, we can take a look at why I decided to choose this frame right here out of all the other frames out there. Well, let's address the elephant in the room first and foremost. I mean, just look at this thing. It just looks sick. When you buy it, you get your choice of blue or black carbon. The blue comes on the top plate, the bottom plate, the camera cages, as well as the arm locking plate on the bottom. As far as the standoffs and washers go, at the time that I purchased the frame, used to get blue or pink or black as far as the standoffs and washers go. Your choice of color for each. And now they have added gold standoffs, gold washers as well. Reason number 2, I wanted something a little bit smaller and lighter than the Demibot. As you can see, the Demibot's got some pretty outstretched arms in comparison. This baby is thick. She's a chonker. With a GoPro and full build, it gets pretty heavy. Reason number 3 that I wanted to pick up this frame is this little feature right here in the front. This guy is called a camera cage. There's plenty of frames out there, dude, that have camera cages, in all honesty. However, what sets this one apart from most is that most have little aluminum camera cages that come out the front. You do have some that are maybe steel or titanium or whatnot. However, most of them are aluminum. Yeah, aluminum's lightweight, it's cheap, but in a hobby where crashing is like, it's part of the freaking hobby, having aluminum protecting your camera just doesn't seem logical to me. I mean, carbon fiber is much more stiff and durable. It is lighter weight. Yeah, it's going to offer more protection, I would think, right? And as far as camera cages go, these little plate camera cages, protected by a little standoff in front of it, I mean, it might be all right, but look at these thin little blocks going into these thin little slots right there, just a couple of them. You got 3 on the apex, and you can see I smashed through this bottom one here. Now, I don't just want something smaller and lighter that's going to sacrifice durability. I also want something that can take a freaking bashing. And I gotta tell you, man, this one has endured the same amount, if not more, than both of these quads probably combined, with the least amount of damage as an end result. Now you can see here, I did break an arm, did that a couple weeks ago at the Salt Bando, and I did bend one standoff that was, I can't remember if it was the top or the bottom, but it was in the front. And the one thing that I can attribute to this thing's toughness, other than the carbon fiber camera cage, is the carbon fiber in itself. I mean, if you look at this carbon fiber, it's got a nice, tight, square checkerboard pattern. And if you look over here at the apex, which in my opinion might be one of the most durable frames that I've flown other than the front, it's got a similar pattern. But if you look at, say, the Demibot, any Gepard C frame that I've flown, the Quad Mulas, any iFlight frame that I've flown, they have an elongated, rectangular, kind of diagonally set pattern. Now, I'm no scientist or no engineer, but I have learned a thing or two, and longer strands typically will result in more elasticity and more flex, which could, in my opinion, create more vibration and less structural integrity than nice, tight little checkerboard patterns like you see here. That's not the only durability selling point. Obviously, I did talk about the camera cage. I attribute that to a lot of this thing's durability. The way it's been used and abused. I've crashed this thing easily close to 100 times already. Hard, soft, grass, wood, metal, concrete, you name it. So, in my personal opinion, I'm glad I chose this frame, the Superfly Sync Mode V2. If you have ever seen this frame and you're considering checking it out, you can see over here I got a gang of TPU parts printed off. Everything but the GoPro mount is a file that you receive when you buy this frame, which is kind of dope. I'm gonna get this sucker all built back up so I can get to ripping. And in the meantime, you guys can get to watching this ripping.
I'm out here looking for you where you at. Running late at night to get you back. I know I fucked up and that's a fact. I was just trying to do me, trying to succeed with this music. I know I spend too much time in the studio. I know you don't support that shit, but I need you in my life. That's why I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you right now. 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 I'm out here searching for you once again. Checking all the places you go with your friends. And I know I need you here at night and make amends. I don't wanna end up on the rooftop thinking about you. I spend too much time getting faded. These other women, they too complicated. Yeah, I know it's you I wanna spend my everyday with. That's why I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you right now. I'm looking for you right now. I'm looking for you.